So we're here at the Mercedes Cup, and have you been here since the beginning of the polo match?
Yes.
Okay. A definitive yes.
Yes, and we're over there having a tailgate, and it's fantastic.
Okay. But I think what's happening now, it's like halftime of some sort.
Yes.
And people are going around getting what they call divots. And the divot is the where the polo guys and girls...
Make sure it's a divot.
I don't know if I understand that, but okay. In any case,
as opposed to
oh yeah, deer poo, deer poo.
Right.
It get worse than everything else. Wait, hey, did you ever do this before?
This is my first time.
And so, how is it?
It's really fun.
You having a good time?
I'm having a lot of fun.
10,000 degree heat.
It's a little hot, but it's okay.
What do you like about this polo reality here?
I like how everyone's all dressed up. I think it's fun. It's fancy.
It's a fancy
schmancy event.
All right.
Not all of us.
Not all of us. Yeah, but it's all good. So, and you're from the area?
Sagaponic.
Sagaponic. Someone basically on the East Fork of some sort.
The East End. We're East Enders.
East End of Long Island.
Yep.
Right. We're East Enders.
All right. So you're having a good time. What else can you ask for?
What else can you ask for?
Thanks so much for stopping by. Let me say hello to you. All right. Here we go. So what else is going on? Would anybody like to be interviewed for good news? Yeah. Okay. It's only good news broadcast. So what are you guys doing now? What are you walking around? Why are you walking around on this field?
Well, we're just walking around. It's an intermission. We really like it though. It's really good.
Okay. Now, how about anybody else? Are you picking up divots or anything?
Yeah. We're pushing the grass down.
Pushing the grass down. Why are you doing that?
Why are you doing that? I don't know.
Because it's fun to do.
Yeah. Right now we're pushing the divots down.
Okay. I think then it's it becomes flatter.
Yeah.
And it makes it easier for them to hit with, right?
Yeah.
And it's good for the horses as well.
Yeah.
All right, so all you kids are having a good time? Are you having a good time?
Yes.
All right, why do you like this?
Let's go! Because it's really fun. Let's go!
All right, well, she's ready to go. All right, well, it's all good. Well, thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Say bye.
Okay, hi, this is Paul Sakis, Good News Broadcast. We're here at the polo match here in Bridgehampton, and we're with MacDella Cooper Foundation, a foundation named after you.
Yes.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about it.
The foundation was started about 7 years ago after I had escaped the Civil War in Liberia, where I was born and raised, but was forced to flee the country. I came to the U.S. and was lucky enough to win an academic scholarship to school, and after school I got a very successful job in the fashion industry, and I felt it was time to do something to help the children in Liberia who pretty much had nothing like myself just a few years earlier. And so I gathered a few friends together to just collect supplies and send it to war survivors. And eventually it just, we decided to start helping children. Yeah, that's pretty much what the foundation is all about.
It's marvelous. Let me mention to you that this is going to go on Good News Africa. And our host for Good News Africa is a woman named Dawn Barnes. And her husband's one of the consulate
That's right.
generals. So you know Dawn?
I know them very well. The ambassador has been at least 4 of my events as a keynote speaker.
I got goosebumps. Yeah. She's a sweetheart, and she's so talented. She's a real broadcaster, much better than I. And so I learned a little bit about Liberia as a result of my relationship with her. And so, in essence, though, the country really, when you say the Civil War, that was many years of concern, right?
Absolutely. It started in 1989, all the way to about 2003. It was a 14-year-long war. About 200,000 people were killed out of 3 million population. It was scary.
So now let's talk about the good news. We got through that, thank God.
Yes.
And the good news going on in Liberia. Of course, an organization like yours. How do people participate? Do you have a website?
We do have a website called the MacDella Cooper .com. Well, actually, it's MacDellaCooper.org. Sorry, and it's just if you Google MacDella Cooper Foundation, everything comes up.
And what do you want people to do?
We need help in every area. We need financial support as usual. Every other organization needs that. But we'll also encourage people to give products donation. It's huge because now we are taking children off the streets and putting them into a boarding school. We need everything for them. we will have them 24 hours a day, 7 days of the week, and we need everything from food. So if you're not comfortable giving financially to us, we are happy to receive a product donation of clothing items, personal hygiene, medical, non-prescriptive prescriptive drugs. We're happy for whatever you can bring to the table. We let everyone just do what they can on their level.
As a result of war, what happens with war, as you so know, is orphans. And how bad is the orphan situation there?
It's horrible. It's about 250,000 orphans in Liberia right now. It's lots of children just roaming the streets, and we're trying to take as many as we can to put them in a safe environment. So, because the only option they have when they leave the street is to go into a life of crime. But if you take them and put them in a private boarding school, provide everything for them, and just have them focus on education, they have no reason to go back to the street to commit crimes or become prostitutes or whatever else they could possibly become if you don't help them.
What is the adoption opportunity? Would you say there is one?
There is one. Adoption process is pretty open in Liberia. The president sort of put a little bit of a strain on it because it was too wide open, and people were taking kids out of the country, but she has that under control.
Now, let's talk about the actual natural resources of the country. In essence, you have some pretty water there, I think.
Water. We do have a pretty. I know.
You have some beaches, maybe.
Yes, we do. We're surrounded by water, absolutely, and we're actually coastal, and we have lots of rivers within. It's a beautiful country. It's so green and so fresh, and it just needs investors to come there to invest and develop, make it desirable for others to want to come to the country, because the UN have done a great job through Mrs. Sirleaf and implemented security measures. So it's pretty safe. Robert Johnson just built a $10 million hotel resort there. The country is great, but it just needs more investment money to develop.
Okay, well, this kind of outreach that you're doing makes people feel better, makes them feel safer, and it's by far good news. So what's good news for you?
Good news is seeing these children off the street and into a private school in a safe environment where the girls are protected and boys are just taught and trained how to be good men and respect their country, and they would not resort to war as a result for, yeah.
That's big time good news. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm now with Barry Siegel, who is a founding sponsor, I would even say. I hear good things about how you're involved with this organization. Tell me how it began for you.
I don't know if you want to go there, but we got very involved in sub-Saharan Africa, mostly East Africa, and then we found MacDella, and we got involved in Liberia. And there's about 30, 40 charities that we try and support in sub-Saharan Africa.
Well, I'll tell you just so you know a little bit about us. So we have a show called Good News Africa, and the host of Good News Africa is Dawn Barnes. Her husband is one of the consulates from Liberia, and so and I've been over there, and Africa, even with its 52% of the natural resources of the world, has a lot of not so good news, right?
A ton of not so good news, unfortunately.
So how can we get better? I know obviously your interest in helping these kinds of children. I mean, how did you get involved? And why?
I too much time to how I got involved, but our thing is, besides the money we donate, we want to make sure that we get a bang for the buck, and we also want to make sure that the people who are donating to the grantees are efficient with what they're doing. And we kind of help them with that. And we group them together, and very often they network with each other.
So is that in addition to this organization, the MacDella Cooper?
Yeah, definitely.
You have numerous organizations here.
We have about 30 grantees in sub-Saharan Africa, yes.
Well, congratulations to you. That's a wonderful outreach in an area that really needs help.
I'm good with that.
There you go. Well, help is a beautiful thing.
Okay.
Then let me ask you lastly then, what's good, are you going to, two questions. One, are you riding a horse today?
No, unless they have a senior event.
I'll join you, is that okay?
Okay.
All right, then two is, what's good news for you?
What's good news for me? I have a lot going, so that's tough to answer. Besides the money we donate, we want to, of course, bring attention to the problem and get the money being spent in Africa to accomplish more. So that's our goal.
And that's a very good news goal. That's
Okay.
a positive, life-affirming goal. Thank you so much, Mr. Siegel.
Good talking to you. Thank you.